Are you tired of being overcharged and forced into paying a monthly subscription for your Mac and Windows software? Well, if you are, currently we're having a 50% off discount on all the latest Mac and Windows software, such as AutoCAD, SolidWorks, Photoshop, Microsoft Office, and much more. Our 50% off discount will be ending soon, so be sure to text us "Need Software" to 323-405-1341. That's 323-405-1341. We aim to please, so expect 24/7 technical support, the latest premium software, instant software links delivered to your email, and PayPal buyer's protection guarantee.
Talk to me about, because our sister here, Rod Digger, shout out to her, she actually suffers from fibroids.
Right. Ooh.
Talk to me about fibroids, where they come from, how they may be treated, if this is something that can be reversed.
Okay.
Yeah, what's the science of fibroids? Because I know, and yes, tell us about calcium carbonate.
Calcium carbonate. Yeah.
I watch you, bro. Don't think I'm not doing the knowledge, bro.
Yeah, you're doing the knowledge. You're doing the knowledge. Yeah. All right. So imagine this is a fibroid. This is a fig, but this is a fruit. It's called a fig. Fig. So imagine this is a fibroid.
Most of us have not seen a fig in that configuration, first of all, brother. Most of us have seen the fig in a cookie called the fig Newton.
Okay.
Most of us here in America have actually never seen a fig up close.
Right. Okay.
So that's interesting right there.
We
eat fig Newtons. There is a cookie called fig Newtons, but anyway, go ahead.
All right. So again, imagine this is your fibroid. Okay. This was growing inside of you from when you came out of your mother's womb, because your mother was eating the foods that you started to eat when you came out of her. So the fibroid always starts off as small as a grain of sand. And as you get older, it starts to grow bigger and bigger and bigger. And what happens is, imagine this here is the uterus wall. And what happens is the fibroid attaches itself to the walls of the uterus. Okay, it's just right there. And what the doctor wants to do, the doctor wants to slice it, cut it out. So they cut it out and they pull it out. It's gone, right? But then it's gonna come back again. Why does it come back again? Because the doctor didn't tell you what you should do in order for it to come back, not to come back again. He actually wants you to come back again because you are a check. You are a check to a doctor. He's worked hard for 7 years to become a doctor and prescribe you the same thing they've been prescribing people ever since the medical industry was born, period. All right? So to get rid of the fibroid, you must dissolve it. Cutting it out, I can agree with that sometimes. If your fibroid is beyond 3 to 4 centimeters wide, I would recommend you go get it cut out. However, I feel that most fibroids underneath 5 centimeters wide can be dissolved the natural way. And it is dissolved by drinking things that contain iron. And the things that contain iron are those things that come from Mother Nature. Just to name a few: sarsaparilla, blue vervain, yellow dock, burdock, elderberries. These things contain a lot of iron, fluorine. So when you drink warm iron fluorine every single day, you're also drinking 2 to 3 liters of water a day. You're also drinking your sea moss, 1 cup of sea moss a day as well. When you do that process every single day, as the days go by, your fibroid is reducing in size every day. And then eventually, just like most women have reported to me, I went to the toilet and I just heard bloop, bloop, and it was the fibroids. They just came out by itself. Yes, this is it. Because you've loosened the fibroid from the side of the walls of the uterus, and there's nothing to hold. There's no mucus for it to hold on to anymore. Because filling your body with alkalinity.
Mm.
So now it's either going to dissolve or drop out and fall and go away by itself. And again, the reason why it comes in the first place is because of the eggs and the bread and the bacon and the shrimp and the pork chops and the mackerel and when you consume all of these foods, it's depositing pieces of carbonic acid, uric acid, and lactic acid into your body. Carbonic acid comes from the starch. The lactic acid comes from the dairy. And the uric acid is coming from meat, period. Anything you have to kill, right? Those three acids is what is causing the acid environment inside of our body. Okay, once we abstain from that, the body starts to heal because the body heals itself. I don't care if you eat dolphin, I don't care if you eat monkeys or fish or critters, I don't care what you eat. If you stop eating certain foods, you will heal. If you don't stop eating certain foods, guess what? You're still going to heal.
This is called homeostasis, when the body is always in a process of healing itself. And this is what you got to understand. Like, this is what's so divine about us. We always in a process of healing, just like the earth is in a process of healing. Like, don't believe in global warming and all. Man, this shit purifies itself. Like, you know what I mean? And if you go according to nature, man, you can regenerate some shit. Okay. So
amazing. The body,
yes, the body and nature, and you know what I mean. This creator is amazing.
Think about this. Let me give you this to think about, right? When you eat bullshit, all you have to do is kick back and live your life and watch your body fuck up, right? But it's the same principles for when you eat the right shit. When you eat the right foods, you ain't got to say, quinoa, go to my bones, sea moss, to my muscles, elderberries, make sure you ain't got to tell the herbs where to go. All you have to do is consume it, kick back, and relax, and let the herbs do its thing. That's how beautiful it is. But people can't see that. Why? We could talk about that all day. We could talk about that all day. I don't know why people don't see that, but there's many reasons why people can't see it. Okay, but this is fundamental. You have to really know this. Once you can just get those foods in your body does the rest. It ain't asking anything else but for you to put it in you. That's it.
Listen, if you're just joining us, we're with EKONG from Eat to Live, Not to Die. Make sure you follow him on IG. We have his link in the description right now if you'd like to buy. I actually bought your book. I bought it too late though. I just got it. I bought it yesterday, so I gotta wait for it to be shipped. I should have bought it earlier so I'd have it for this broadcast. My bad, but I did purchase it. And I encourage. There you go. Let's hang on. Let's put that on the screen. The show. There it is.
Hidden Facts of Health and Nutrition too. This is 7 years of hard work, man.
Let's talk about it. First of all, would you consider yourself a doctor?
No.
No. What are you?
I don't know yet.
You said I don't know yet.
I'm learning me every day, bro. Every day I'm learning who I am every single day. And there's many people that are involved in that growth. You are one of them. Dr. Sabi is one of them. Dick Gregory was one of them. There's many people that aid all of us in growth. So I don't know who I am. I don't know.
Right. Well, you know, people want these labels, and a lot of times it's like they'll act like, well, where are you getting this information from? Is he a doctor? You know, did the white man give him the stamp of approval for all of this fucking bullshit? You know what I mean? Like if they don't have certain credentials from the white man, a lot of times people want to reject the information. which is fucking retarded and shit like that. There's a lot of shit that I could just observe. Like, you are the scientist. Like, we all are scientists. We all are doctors, just based upon observation and you know what I mean, trial and error. Like, that's part of fucking science and shit. And if you study, you know,
100%. You must study, but you must also study yourself. Like the many of the herbs that I put in most of my products today, I take them. I took them all the time before I was giving them to any human being in the world, because I wanted to know what they do for me. How do I feel when I drink the kalawala, when I drink the cheney root, when I drink the sarsaparilla? How do I feel? Do I feel like I have energy? Because a lot of the time, what people will say is, eat for your blood type. No, you can't eat that. You got to eat for your blood type. And no, some people are supposed to eat that. And I hear that. I hear it. But there's also another side to it that we all have to understand. Who on earth doesn't have calcium in their body? Who on the earth today doesn't have manganese or magnesium or carbon or iron cells? Who doesn't have these essential minerals in their body? No one. Nobody in the world is saying, I don't have calcium, I don't have magnesium. We all have these things, all of us. So if I consume something that has calcium in it and you consume something that has calcium in it, you're going to get the same benefits as me. The only reason why you wouldn't get the same benefits as me is if your body does not absorb the minerals the same way in which my body is absorbing the minerals. And why would the body have an issue absorbing minerals? Put it like this.
Obstructions.
Yes. Sieve. You know when you go into the kitchen, right? There's a product that all of us use to separate liquid from pulp. It's called a sieve. Strainer. Correct. Now, many of us have not dumped out the pulp. Okay, we haven't dumped that out. The pulp is stored in us.
In our strainer, in our internal strainer.
Yes, my brother. And it's accumulating. Imagine 60 years of that. Imagine 70 years of that. Imagine how long things are stuck inside of you for, causing problems every day, blockages. This is the reason why Dr. Sebi said there is only one disease. And it's true. And that's the mucus that is created from all the things we put in our body that the creator did not want us to put in our body. But the creator knew that the body might one day be compromised. So there were safety mechanisms inside of us so that we're able to eliminate them. Okay?
Right. And the mucus is one of them. Like, it's not necessary. The mucus comes from the bullshit happening. It's not necessarily the mucus.
Right.
The mucus is there because you put some shit in you that caused the mucus to have to come. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of times we act like, I mean, a lot of these things are, from what I understand, like a fever. All of these things are part of the body doing what we said, homeostasis, cleansing itself and trying to get back. The reason you cough is to dispel some shit, like, you know what I mean? And they try to stop you from coughing. You know, they try to stop the body from doing what's natural. So the mucus is something that comes naturally when you're eating the wrong foods. You understand what I'm saying?
And also every organ in your body has a protective layer of mucus. They call that the mucous membrane. And the mucous membrane can become compromised, meaning the acid foods that we eat can eat through the mucous membrane and then compromise the lung, compromise the heart, compromise the kidney, compromise the prostate gland. So we need that mucous membrane, and that mucous membrane, that protection is created when you eat things that contain those types of things, such as sea moss, that mucilage. We need that. There's another herb called slippery elm bark. We need those types of things. We need the nopal, also known as tuna in the Caribbean. So we need all of these foods to help protect us from the onslaught of any ailments or diseases. So the mucous membrane is highly necessary, and we need to stop eating the foods that create that. But look at this though. Imagine everyone listening right now. Imagine you put everything you ate today in a blender. Imagine everything you ate today right now. Put it in a blender and blend it. Would you want to drink it?
Right.
Because that's essentially what you're doing. Just because I ate chocolate in the morning with some coffee and I had a donut and then I had some chips and then I had some rice and then I had some Snickers and then I went to get some sweets and then I had a little bit of my friend's pizza and then
Chicken sandwich and
sandwich.
Especially when you get to the meats. It's like, imagine putting the meats in a blender and all of that and then drinking a meat fucking smoothie. Like nobody wants to do that.
And that isn't any different. Just because you ate them all one by one, that's exactly what it looks like in your belly. A blended mush in your stomach. You get it? Yeah. And there's some people that can actually blend and consume the things that they ate today. You know, if you had fruit this morning or this rising, and then you had some water, right? And then you had maybe some walnuts, and maybe you decided, you know what? I'm going to have another fruit. You know what? I'm going to have sea moss, actually. So when you start putting all those things together and put in the blender, I would drink that.
Absolutely.
100%. I would want to drink that. Definitely.
That's a smoothie right there.
Right there. And that's nourishing.
Nourishing.
But everything else you blended before, that's going to rot. That's going to be putrid. It's not good for you. Period.
Right. Do you want to put cheese in a blender? You drink it. That's kind of crazy, yo. Like you gotta put these analogies out there though. Sometimes simplify it for our people in their minds and just really see how ridiculous some of the things that we do are, you know.
And think about what you just said as well. At the end, you said cheese, and when you said cheese, it made me think like one day a man or woman or both said, Rob, oh my God, we have too much milk here. What are we going to do with the milk? And then you know what happens? The milk dries up, right? And the milk turns into cheese. And then they say, we can just sell them cheese. We don't have to throw away the milk. We can just wait until it hardens, turns into cheese, and we can sell them cheese. There's no way they're going to buy that. It stinks. It smells. We just tell them
moldy.
It's normal. We'll just tell them that's normal and everything's okay. They'll believe us. And then what happened? The whole world loves cheese now. And that's just gone off milk. That's expired, gone off, moldy, nasty, pus-filled, chemical-filled milk that has hardened, which we call cheese today. And the cheese today ain't even that. It's fake now.
Right. It's processed fucking some other shit. It's plastic, really.
3D printed cheese.
Facts. Wow. Man, oh man. Oh,
they knew food. Look, when it comes to black people, food and sex, you can kill us like that immediately. Like if you can get us by food and sex any day, anytime. That's it. That's where we fall. And you know what's so sad though, right? I know some really talented human beings in this world. There's many talented human beings, and they all eat garbage. Imagine what they could do if they didn't eat garbage. Can you imagine that? I know so many people, like very well experienced, talented, skillful musicians, pianists, drum players, rappers, all kinds of human beings. And they message me, EKONG diabetes, EKONG kidneys, EKONG, my hands are shivering, my feet are always cold, this and that. And these are really talented individuals. And I would love them to have many more years doing what it is that they love doing in life, but just healthy. But they're compromised. They're not able to do those things that they enjoy doing because they don't have the discipline, or maybe they don't know, or maybe they can't afford it. I don't know. But regardless of what the issue is, if you do not adhere to the laws of nature, you will suffer the consequences and repercussions for that. And that is a very, very miserable life.